Your body is keeping score. Not in a threatening way, not as a punishment. I'm talking just factually, biologically. It is tracking every decision you make. It's keeping a tally of every gym session that you compete, or every one that you skip, every meal that you eat, every hour of sleep that you did get or didn't get. It is responding consistently to the inputs you're giving it. Think of your body like ChatGPT. ChatGPT responds to the prompts you give it. Your body responds to the input that you give it. If you don't give it the right input, it won't give you the right output that you require for whatever it is that you're doing. And I do mean whatever it is that you're doing. Right now, based on what most people are feeding into the system, they're surprised by the output. And it blows my mind because they really shouldn't be. Your body is a direct result of your choices over the last few years, not your genetics. I mean, yes, genetics set the starting point, but that's not the whole thing. It's not your stress levels or your circumstances or bad luck. Your choices. And yes, for some of you, that's going to be uncomfortable for you to hear. And most PTs won't want to have this conversation because it's an uncomfortable conversation to have. Because most people don't want to hear it. See, most people live in fucking Disneyland, right? They always want a little pat on the back. They want to be told they're doing great no matter what. Because in some people's head, the fact that they stepped foot in a gym should mean they deserve a reward or some positive feedback. Personally, I think that is absolute dog shit. That is the equivalent of and I have trouble saying this word, participation trophy. Now, there are going to be some people that, I'm going off on a tangent, there are going to be some people that agree with this, right? But not everyone who participates, right, should get a trophy. You've got whatever levels it's going to be, if it's a gold, silver, and bronze, a first, second, and third, or just literally a winner and you're lost, right? That's how it goes. You getting positive feedback just because you step foot in the gym and say, oh yeah, you're here, you made it. No, because that's a minimum, okay? Going above and beyond. That is where you get your positive feedback. But again, most clients, they don't want to have that. They want there to always be a positive. And most PTs are afraid to say anything negative. Me, I tell people what they need to hear, whether you like it or not. I'm not doing it to be a dick. I'm doing it because I want you to succeed. I want you to get to where you want to be. And you're not going to do that by doing all the shit that most people do. So even though it could be an uncomfortable thing to hear, it could also be the most empowering thing you could hear and could realize today. Because end of the day, choices can be changed. Every session you do is a deposit, and every session that you skip for no good fucking reason is a withdrawal. And most people are running in a deficit, and I ain't talking about the right deficit that would get you where you want to be. And then they're looking at the fucking account and wondering, why the fuck does it look like that? Come on. I sound like a broken fucking record, because the thing is, these deposits, these withdrawals, yeah, they compound. 10% better every month is unrecognizable in a year. Think about that. 2 years of consistent work produces something that looks like a completely different fucking person. Not because of some magic moment where everything suddenly clicked and it all made fucking sense. No, it's because of hundreds or thousands of small, right decisions that added up quietly, without a fucking fanfare, without a fucking cheerleader, without, the positive feedback and positive reinforcement and all that, without all of that. And it happens over time. But, and this is the bit that people, they don't sit with. The same is true in reverse. 2 years of skipping sessions compounds too. 2 years of choosing the easy option every time, that also compounds. The body you have right now is the compound result of the habits that you've been running for however many years you've been doing it. It's not random. It's not unfair. It's fucking accurate. And again, I'm not saying that to be harsh. I'm saying it because if the body is the reflection of the habits, that means you are not stuck. You are not broken. You do not have a metabolism that nothing can fix. You have habits that haven't been supporting the goal. That is a completely different fucking problem. And it has a completely different fucking solution. Change the habits. That's it. If you change the habits, the body will follow. It always does. It always has. It has no other option but to. What you repeatedly do is what you become. If you train repeatedly, eat well repeatedly, sleep properly repeatedly, these things don't produce results once. They produce a person. Be intentional about the person that you're building. Your body remembers every session you didn't want to do, but you did anyway. It remembers every night you chose sleep over staying up for whatever bullshit reason. It remembers every time you made the harder choice. It also remembers everything else. So think about what you want it to remember moving forward, because it is taking notes right now every single fucking day. Make sure you're giving it something worth keeping.